Alright, y'all, welcome back. We're playing 7 Max Hit the Road. And we were stopped last time. We gotta try and find the fish rock or some shit, but we gotta use the big ball of twines, magnifying glass, but we need something. And it's just a stupid small item we missed. We missed picking it up back at the carnival. It is awful loud. Alright, so it was over by the whack-a-mole. Come on, mosey on over. Yeah, this fisheye right there. And yeah, let's get the hell out of here. You going there? Oh. It's the back way out there, so I don't know if this is quicker, but 'tis the way we went. Alright. So now let's head back to the ball. Now let's have the game minimize on us. Don't know what happened there. Don't care what happened there. They're gonna give it to me because I clicked it.
Too late.
Oh man. Now I gotta wait. They probably did that on purpose. Alright, kids, get on board.
Shake a leg, Max.
It'll leave me behind, but it won't leave Max. Of course. Alright, we're supposed to get into this restaurant. And let's put this fisheye lens on it.
Okay, I've lodged the magnifying lens in front of the mounted binoculars.
What was that? Am I supposed to be controlling this somehow? Or were you supposed to be looking at all the different stuff? I forgot even what we're looking for, but I did see a rock earlier. It was right before the rain cloud. Oh, maybe that was it. Fish rock. Hold on, pushing those makes it move. How do I make it stop? It's going too fucking fast. How do we even exit out of this thing?
I'd better stop the rotation when I think I've got it.
How do I stop the rotation? Okay, yeah, so how do you fucking stop the rotation now, guys? It's... Okay, I don't know if that was doing anything, but it does feel like it was, but here we go. How did we do that a minute ago?
It's a rock.
Is it the rock we want?
I don't think that's the right place. It's a rock.
Oh, I guess we should look
Why,
at
it's the
everything.
eternal plane of acid rain.
Ew.
It's a rock. I don't think that's the right place.
That's not the right one either? How many rocks are there?
Mount Badrich. It's a rock. It's the inexplicable Valley of Lights.
Oh, how pretty.
It's a rock. That's the enchanted Argyle Forest. It's a rock. Why, it's the eternal plane of acid rain. It's a rock. I don't think that's the right place. It's a rock. I don't think that's the right place.
It's not the right place either, eh?
It's a rock. I don't think that's the right place.
And it's not the right place either, eh?
It's a rock. It's a rock. It's the inexplicable Valley of Lights.
Yep, we've already established how pretty that is.
It's a rock. That's the enchanted Argyle Forest.
Am I missing
It's a
something
rock.
else?
Why, it's the eternal plane of acid. Why, it's the eternal plane. Why, it's the eternal plane of acid rain. It's a rock.
Got a bunch of rocks.
Why, it's the eternal... I don't think that's the right place.
I don't think that's the right place either, but I'm not really sure what place we're supposed to find. Can we not talk to Max?
Are you as confused as I am?
More so.
More so, yep.
I wonder where Bruno is.
I'm still trying to figure out where I am, Sam.
Why is this game called Car Bomb, anyway?
To avoid getting the pantsuit off us.
But you don't wear any pants.
Don't remind me.
Rasp, rasp, rasp.
You're losing it, Sam.
you think we should do with these paper dolls?
Yeah.
I say we go down to the scummy side of town and give a bunch of hoods some paper cuts.
I'm concerned about this Conroy Bumpus character.
Don't worry, Sam. We'll mop up the floor with his cheap toupee.
Yeah.
I wonder where Trixie is.
I shudder to think of the gross, sissy-poo noises she's making with her boyfriend, Bruno.
You're
about
looking
you, buddy?
hale and hearty, little
How
buddy.
about you, little buddy?
I'm a coffee achiever, Sam.
All right, let's look this shit up now. All right. Hey, look, it just says find Frog Rock. We got everything we need. Go back to the restaurant, pull the wires. We did that. Attach them to the nearby binoculars. Use the fishbowl magnifying lens on the binoculars. Use the binoculars. Use the switch on the binoculars to rotate the view. Left mouse button or right mouse button. The farther the switch is, the faster the rotation. Once you find Frog Rock, the
Well,
location
that's all.
will be shown.
It's a rock. It's a rock. I don't think that's the right place.
All right, let's.
Mount Badrich. It's a rock.
Frog Rock.
It's the inexplicable Valley of Lights.
Those look like trees.
It's a rock. It's a rock. I don't think that's the right place.
Well, some bitch. Oh, did Shuv give us a hint and I missed it? It's between two landmarks, so...
It's the inexplicable Valley of Lights. It's a rock. I don't think that's the right place.
Oh, man, I think we're just missing something.
It's a rock. And it's between the two things Shavul said it was between.
Didn't we look at
It must
this one?
be Frog Rock.
Get the fuck out of here. Alright, let's get the fuck out of here.
I think I can see Frog Rock.
Come on, get in the elevator. That you have to use, you can't walk to. I think it's funny you don't have to wait for the tram when you're up there. But you do when you're down there. Get out of the inventory. Go to the car, man. Go the longest, slowest way possible. Like, why couldn't you take the sidewalk that Max took, Sam? Jesus.
This doesn't look like a frog at all.
My innocence has been shattered by this blatant tourist trap. I want my money back.
We didn't pay anything.
Well, somebody better give me some money.
Yeah, right? Alright, we're gonna put all of our fur on. I mean, if he's gonna make the big ordeal of standing up here and doing it, they should just do them all at once. Like, they know what we're doing. I guess maybe you could have found one of them. I don't know. All right, now we're gonna pour our little.
We're supposed to spill this stuff on Frog Rock.
Well?
Wait for it.
Wait for it.
Sure gets dark quickly around here.
I don't think this is a natural occurrence, Max. In fact, I think we're witnessing a celestial convergence of some sort.
Do you think it'll make that rock look more like a frog?
Did aliens just show up? Some old man from outer space?
This means something, Sam.
Bumpusville. Alright, I guess that's where we're headed then, eh?
It still doesn't look much like a frog. Frog Rock.
Good reading.
It's a Conroy world after all.
If we ever get
This
this rich and
is
famous,
so
I want you to
cringe.
shoot me, Sam.
It'll be a pleasure. A wishing well.
There's gotta be
I
something
wish I
wrong.
had absolute power to decide who lives and who dies.
I think we'd need a bigger well. I can't
Take it.
pick that up.
Use
It's
it.
customary to throw money into these things.
Alright, I got some money.
I wish this game were over. Hold it. Get back here. We're dealing with a very literal well here.
Can we do that again?
I wish I knew what Max was thinking. Well, that was a waste of money. Nah, this thing's malfunctioning.
Just go knock on the door. No, we're just gonna go right in.
Cripes. Hey, Max, take a look at this.
It's titled Me, Myself, and I.
Hey, you learned how to read.
Can we take it?
This is a completely unusable thingamabob. I can't pick that up. It's a macro hard maintenance droid.
Oh, these gold records.
It's a gold record for Conroy's breakthrough hit. Two-fisted, beer-drinking, gun-toting, hard-loving, fast-driving country western Liverpudlian.
Yeah, okay.
It's the platinum record Bumpus got for Let's Drink Beer and Shoot Things.
Okay.
It's a gold record for bumpuses. Heaven's just like Texas, except that there's no taxes. Conroy's first 8-track tape, flushed down the toilet of love.
What is this? Is there a button to press?
Howdy, partners. I'm Conroy Bumpus, and welcome to Bumpusville. Feel free to wander the mansion, but for Pete's sake, don't touch anything. Howdy,
Touch
partners.
anything. Alright, let's go over this way. See what we got. It's kind of creepy.
This is Conroy's first guitar. It says
What
here
kind
that he
of time?
practiced diligently for 2 weeks, then gave it up and hired a backup band.
That story warms the cockles of my heart.
So do car crashes. I can't pick that up. He's not my type.
What do we got back here?
Cripes, look at all the trophies.
I think this Bumpus goon is overcompensating for his lack of stature, Sam. Besides, I've got a lot more trophies than he does.
Who's this guy?
It's a portrait of John Muir.
Say, Sam, just who is John Muir?
Who's John Muir? Hey guys, this dope doesn't know who John Muir is.
Fuck.
You gotta be kidding.
What a maroon.
What a nib cow poop.
Sam, the dead animal heads are talking to me.
Where?
Up there.
Well,
But,
you really shouldn't tell fibs about dead animals, Max.
but,
Stop bugging me. I'm admiring this portrait of John Muir.
but who's John Muir?
Do you really want to know?
If you'll stop talking, sure.
Okay, hit it, boys.
What, we got a
There
scene
once
with
was a
that?
man named John Muir.
A naturalist, noble and pure,
His love for all beasties.
The most and the leasties.
has never been equaled.
For sure.
Alright, whatever that was about.
Genuine imitation American style chest. Not intended for any kind of use. A great addition for your genuine imitation American collection.
Home shopping.
Definitely.
Can we open it? No, it literally means no use. Okay.
Bumpusville is proud to present
Well, we found Chicksy.
master of melody, the king of country, Mr. Entertainment,
He
Conroy
looks pissed.
Bumpus.
I hate floor shows.
I remember my childhood in Brighton, when dear old Dad would bounce me on his knee. He'd say, son, there ain't nothing as exciting as exposing beasts to inhumanity. That's why I'm happy to be king of the creatures. I'm proud to be the lord of the all.
He's got Pinocchio up in a motherfucking
I
cage.
love collecting things with grotesque features. It makes me feel like some Chaldean god.
It's a little hip thrust.
Oh, I trapped my first tiger before I could speak. Killed me a bear when I was 3. And now with this Bigfoot and giraffe neck freak, I finally have a full menagerie. Hit it, boys!
That's why kings have been being feared by the monarch.
They're all singing.
Just to be the czar above us all. None of us can be where we are born of.
Oh, it's tough to be a country western star.
Thank you, thank you.
Fuck this guy. That's what I have to say about that.
Your attention, please. Conroy Bumpus has left the building.
Thank God.
Looks like a keyhole to me.
We got anything for that? Probably not.
I can't use these things together. It's a rasp. I can't use these things together.
Let's talk to him.
Hey, Trixie.
Bruno. Oh, and actually, this is a good place to stop, guys, before we get into a deep conversation. So drop a like if you haven't already. Drop us over if you're new.